Hey, Ted here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for the SP 500 with Elliott Wave Theory. So today's focus is going to be from the lows of October 2022 onwards. And the main idea that we've been having is either the higher time frame triangle that is not really looking too good since we have been consolidating over here and not really started to receive any kind of drop. So again, this is not that good of a look anymore, but instead this kind of WXY count in average again after we came down here into these lows. We've been looking to create some kind of basically a correction for whatever this is, whether you have this as a WXYXZ or a 1 2 3 4 5 does not really matter at this point. It only matters after we have created this corrective structure, and what kind of structure we are going to be receiving downwards is the question later. But for now, the idea here has been that we've been coming down or going up, sorry, in a three-way fashion. WXY expectation for wave Y is a three-way structure. At this point, this is starting to look like it is. It kind of starts to need a move up sooner rather than later. We received some kind of a small pushback again yesterday, and I believe on most of the indices we got a liquidity grab basically here below the previous lows here a couple of days back. I think most of them had the low here around the Wednesday 10th. So again here on 12th we took out the lows here and took off running basically. So at this point we retraced around the 50% like we did on Wednesday, and I'm not quite sure how I want to be labeling this inner structure. Does it really matter? No, it does not. This structure kind of looks like it is a three-way structure here, like so, or a structure like so here. So whether you're going to be having the middle structure basically ending here or in here, something like this, overall does it matter? No, it does not. The pivot point to me is here and one of these peaks, so some kind of three-way structure here. It's not the best, but RSI is saying that again we have a lowest low here, and that is that for now. What we would be seeking is some kind of wave C, per the idea that this here was impulsive. In my opinion, that looks pretty decent still, and I'm not quite sure if this is actually the wave X though. It's completely possible that we have this as an ABC like I've labeled here, and instead of this being wave X, this would be still part of this wave X, this whole structure here. So overall we would be creating a structure like this, coming down back to the 38.2 or even a bit lower to the 0.5 retracement, something like this, and then this would become an ABC coming down. That is definitely one possibility. Of course, we could be looking for longs here and to create a partner leg basically for this. We could be having this as 1 2 3 4 5, looking for pullback and then yet another highs to be made. So this area here is definitely an area to go long in my opinion. This is what I'm looking for, and definitely something that I like at the moment. Now, this is again yet another one of these where we have not yet received a proper wave 4 and 5, yet it can be impulsive to the upside. 1 2, can we count this as a 3 4? I think we might have to. I think this is very similar structure to what we had in here, where I was waiting for that wave 4 to come down somewhere in here, but we never got past the highs. So again, I've labeled this as a wave A. I guess it could be labeled in some other ways as well, but I kind of like it as a fire wave, to be honest. It was kind of impulsive. We took out the previous structures here and basically shifted some market structure, and later on took out these highs as well. So yeah, to me, I'm still on the bull side at this point, and I would be looking for some kind of retracement before looking for upside. But that's S&P 500. Let's take a look at the other ones. Nasdaq had a similar reaction here. The overall structure, again, Nasdaq was kind of more impulsive, where this was some kind of 1 2 3 4 5, and then here we had a potential again 1 2 3 4 5 on smaller time frame, This would be probably minuscule, and this is something that I did not really like originally, because again it was very choppy, very overlapping. But now I could see this as some kind of diagonal. This would again allow this to become a wave 1, 2. The only thing that I don't like about this is how fast this came down. This was kind of impulsive to the downside. We did have a couple of divergences here, which would indicate that this could be a forward move. So this is one of the indices that I don't really like at this point, just based on the very small time frame structures. If we are looking at for the potential of having an expanded structure here, we go beyond the 1.618 retracement. So again, having the idea of this being an ABC is not really good in my opinion, but just based on that. But I'm still willing to go for long side on the indices, based on the idea that these could be just creating these 1, 2, 1, 2s. If we take out this low here, then we can turn definitely more bearish, because I don't really see an option where this would make too much sense. Of course, could it be that wave 4 is here and we have an ending diagonal here? For sure. That way we could be having this as a zigzag coming down, even take out these lows, take the liquidity that is resting here, and then moon. Keep that in mind. Dow, unfortunately this is not as bullish as I was hoping. I am still long against these lows here. The way I could see this fail is that this is not a forward move. I kind of don't like the idea that this is not a forward move, but I guess it could be part of this move here as an ABC. It's kind of weird looking, but I mentioned that before as well. That's how this whole thing is failing, or going to be failing if it is. Liquidity for sure lies now here below the 0.5 retracement of this whole move here, and coming down we could be looking for some kind of three-way move here. That would probably bring us towards the more golden pocket, and that would be another area of interest for me at this point. Let's see if we can get some kind of, let's just use the whole thing. There's not really too much. We have resistance above two key areas here, point of control, and value area low is still below us, but that's around the 0.5. We do get some kind of volume node here, obviously, as we had consolidated here, and that is right around the golden pocket. So again, that is a key area of interest for me at this point, if we break down. But I'm still holding my long until these lows are to be broken. Russell, I have not really looked into. This structure coming up definitely had the sense, or had the chance of being 5 waves. This could be some kind of a ABC structure coming down, where we would have some kind of ending diagonal here, and then we would be looking to create this as a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put the expectation that this would be an ABC. Again, this first structure here could be in 3 waves, so this whole thing could be a WXY as well, where this would be a 3-way structure at that point. Again, the main target here would be taking out the highs here, as there is liquidity from the shorts in the form of stop losses there. So that would be a key area for me to take out. But again, Monday is going to be interesting. We're going to be seeing most likely the direction what we're going to be taking. These are definitely good areas to be looking for longs, in my opinion. Again, less risk. This actually almost got to the golden pocket, which is, I did not follow this at all, so maybe I should have. But yeah, kind of looks very similar to the other indices, like SP500. Of course, this move is a bit different here, and yeah, I'm not quite sure if we can make this into a 5 wave, or if we get that overlap. We'll see. I'm going to be trusting the larger indices first before this one, but again, it has a very similar setup to it, or the other ones, and yeah, kind of would like to look for a potential long setup here as well. I think that's going to pretty much do it for this video again on the US indices, and we'll check them out later next week or early next week, as they have been starting to develop potentially new structures as well. But if you made it this far into the video again, I would appreciate the likes and comments. If you want to educate yourself, check out the following advertisements. Thanks for watching and see you on the next video. Bye bye. Couple of advertisements here: Patreon Elliott Wave Basics course, weekly live streams and more Elliott Wave analysis. Udemy Elliott Wave Advanced course, including RSI, risk management, Elliott Wave strategies and time analysis, and counter trend capital, trade setups, education and community. Check us out if you're interested in learning more.